What's up, Oshean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic and the commissioner of the Ocean League. We have just crowned our two champions, Just Lukas and Pez, Division 1, Division 2. And today we got a bit of a bonus video. Shout out to the comments. A couple people suggested this, and you guys asked me for a battle between an exhibition game between the two champions, Lukas and Pez. And I brought it to their attention. They said, hey, you know what? I'm down. So we have a battle for you guys today. Apparently it's a really good one, and I was like, hey, usually I don't watch these things, I never do in advance, and this is the same. I'm not gonna watch it until now, and people were saying they're gonna wait until the video to see who wins, which is really cool. So shout out to you guys. If this is your first time watching this battle, let me know down in the comments. I would love to see it. Let me know who you're rooting for as well. Division 1, Division 2, Lukas or Pez. But let's go ahead and jump into the matchup. Before we do, guys, do me a favor, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that beautiful stuff, and let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, looking at this right now, Lucas's team, he has a Diancie. That is like an auto win button against this roster because he has one Pokemon that outspeeds Diancie, and it's a Raikou, and Raikou does not get steel coverage. It gets water coverage, it gets fighting coverage, it gets electric, which all hit neutral except for water, but does not get steel, and that's important to note. So Diancie just goes in. If Diancie doesn't come, I'd be super surprised. I would love to see like a Magnet Rise Diancie. It could do a lot of work. Obviously there's a Klefki, but Klefki doesn't appreciate taking Moonblast still. Even then, if it does take Moonblast, that's fine. It has no recovery. Like, after a couple times of taking Moonblast, if Lukas positions Diancie in a really good way, then he can just click Moonblast a bunch of times and eventually the Klefki will go down. That's something. Regardless, he does have a Wish Passer. Pez does in Aromatisse, so he can kind of get into the Klefki every once in a while, which would be really useful to prevent that from happening with a Diancie. But how can Lukas continue to take advantage of that? Well, Gliscor is a really solid way because I don't think Klefki can do anything to Gliscor. Obviously, it gets Magnet Rise, but it's not really doing much to Gliscor back unless it's running Calm Mind as well. So if it's running Calm Mind, if it's running Draining Kiss, let's say, for recovery, if it's running Magnet Rise, what's his last move? Flash Cannon, probably to hit the Diancie. And even then, that's a solid set, but I don't really anticipate to be coming because that set still loses to like a Swords Dancing Gliscor. That set still loses to Haze on Toxapex. That set still loses to Hoopa. That set still loses to so many things. Copper Raja is another one. So does he really want to bring that? I don't know. I'd be surprised. Regardless, Gliscor is fantastic here as well. It's a really good Landorus check. There's no hidden power in the format, so Gliscor is really good. It's also a decent check to Victini if it's not running the Glaciate move, which is nice. It can pseudo check Raikou depending if it's especially defensive and how bulky Raikou is. It should be able to handle Zarude pretty well. Porygon Z is going to blow that thing back, though Porygon Z is amazing on Pez's part. But let's continue with Lucas's team. What else does he have that's really good? Dracovish. What's his Dracovish switching? It's going to be Zarude. That's it. I mean, okay, you can say that Urshifu is as well, but Urshifu still takes a ton of damage from Dracovish. This is a real D-Ray versus Matt finals from BBR Season 2 going on. Dracovish versus Urshifu, I can see it. Porygon Z is also on this team with the Urshifu. It makes a lot of sense. But anyways, Dracovish is really good here because a Scarf set can put in a lot of work. Even if Landorus is locked into Earthquake and it is Scarfed, then it's still taking a ton of damage from the Fish's Rend. Galastria as well can be really cool here too. Obviously Urshifu is a thing, but Urshifu should, like, depending on Galastria's investment, I'm pretty sure it can take an attack, close combat from Urshifu. The Galarian Zapdos also fantastic. Landorus is a good check to it though. It's a really good check to it because, actually no it's not, what am I saying? I keep thinking it is, I think it's Zapdos. No, it doesn't resist the dual sap, but it also has Intimidate, which is really bad because Zapdos has Defiant. That's big. So if the Klefki can paralyze that Zapdos, it'd be massive. But a subset is also definitely possible. I believe Sub Agility would be pretty cool here. Sub Agility with like Thunderous Kick and Brave Bird or something would be really nice. So that's something. And the reason I say Sub Agility because like it's strong enough to do tons of damage to everything, and if it can do tons of damage to everything else, like if it can weaken the Aromatisse, the Sand Slash, then I don't see a reason why the set can't just win with Sub Agility because then you'll outspeed any Scarfer, you'll outspeed the Raikou. Basically, you're in for a really fun time. If Pez wants to win this game, I think Raikou is going to have to be really important because Raikou will be able to handle his only ground type being the Gliscor. And after that, his team really doesn't appreciate electric type attacks and special electric type attacks at that too. So I really could see Raikou putting a lot of work. Zarude with U-turn, Urshifu with U-turn, Victini, Landorus, all with U-turn is absolutely amazing because it kind of prevents Hoopa from coming because they're all pretty strong on the physical side and they can, excuse me, they can all fire off powerful U-turns that are going to do a lot of damage, maybe even Oko Hoopa, depending on how much investment Lucas runs on it. Toxapex is a Pokemon, but with Landorus, with Raikou, with I guess Porygon Z, it makes it really tough. Even Victini, with Special Victini, or even Zen Headbutt Victini, is really, really good against Toxapex. I know Toxapex is there as a really good check to Urshifu. There are ways to 1v1 Toxapex with Urshifu. I swear to God. But anyways, there's options for him. I definitely think that Pez has ways around the Toxapex, so I'll be surprised to see it come. Copperajah is not a Pokemon because Pez has a lot of answers for it as well, being the Landorus, the Victini, the Urshifu, so don't expect that. But basically, what I'm saying is Pez's first 3 Mons plus the Raikou, they really, really go in. Quick water break. They really go in, and that's because they're just so fast. They hit really hard. They all have the lowest is base 91 speed. And looking at Lucas's team, Lucas has 3 Pokemon that are faster. Gliscor base 95, which is usually going to be slower. Zapdos base 100, and Diancie at 110. Now granted, Diancie outspeeds almost all of them, but it's hit super effectively by Landorus and by Urshifu. I would not be surprised to see Pez run a Roselli Berry on his Urshifu. If he does that, that would be really useful to kind of bring in the Diancie and kind of threaten it out. U-turn out on the Pex. Obviously, Pex gets access to Pex can run Rocky Helmet, which is something, but if he can keep the Aromatisse healthy, I would not be surprised. I think also just running this team in a way to make it so that Porygon Z can win is a really, really good idea. So again, Pez's team would be best served, I think, with a very U-turning, momentum-gaining core, Landorus, Victini, Urshifu, Raikou, Porygon Z, and I'll say Klefki as the 6 for Pez. They could be a really, really strong combination. As for Lucas, I definitely think that Mega Diancie, Gliscor, Dracovish, Zapdos are all really good brings. I would want to say Toxapex, and I probably should say Toxapex, but it's tough. Instead of Toxapex, I think Cradily could be really solid here because it gets Storm Drain actually. Yes, it's hit super effectively by close combat from Urshifu, but it's a way to weaken or take advantage of Urshifu going for a water move, locking itself into a water move, which is one thing. And he does have 2 resists to close combat in Gliscor and Zapdos, but Urshifu is definitely going to be the biggest threat. So you know what? No, I think Lucas kind of has to bring the Toxapex, which is unfortunate because it's such a bad matchup everywhere else. So I think Cradily just is not good enough. So we're going to say Diancie, Gliscor, Dracovish, Zapdos, Toxapex, and Glastrier can be really cool. Nothing can set up Trick Room except for Diancie for it, which fine, but it can take a hit. If Glastrier decides to run like an Occaberry to take a hit from Victini and fire back powerful moves, that can definitely be a possibility. I think a Glastrier is just a tank and is just going to break through everything is a really, really good possibility. So I'll say Glastrier, but Scarf Hoopa is kind of good too. It really helps to find out if anything else is scarfed. Maybe Tanga Hoopa. I'll say Scarf Hoopa instead. So that's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to say for Pez, I said Landorus, Victini, Urshifu, Raikou, Porygon Z, Klefki, and for Lucas, Diancie, Gliscor, Hoopa, Toxapex, Dracovish, and Galarian Zapdos. That is the teams I'm thinking. Again, let me know who you guys think will win this battle. Let's jump into it. Okay, no Urshifu. Okay, well, Zarude comes instead, kind of fills similar-ish roles to the Urshifu with the fact that it's a fast Mon that's bulky and can U-turn out, which is nice. As for Lucas, we work 100% correct. So we got, of the 12 Pokemon, we got 11 of them correct, which is crazy. But hey, look, let's see what's going to happen. We're going to be on Lucas's side on this replay because he is the Division 1 champion. We kind of have like this relegation system. We used to, at least, not anymore. But regardless, Lucas is going to be playing against Pez. Pez against Lucas. Let's see what's going to be leading. I would say, let's put this on dark mode for me so I can see things better. I would say the lead options would be something like a Gliscor and a Victini. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put on slow. Okay, so it's a Zapdos instead, and we see a Raikou. So great lead for Pez right off the bat. 1 ground immunity, but instead he goes into the Hoopa, which is interesting. Does he expect a Scald? No, just Thunderbolt comes out, 23% rather. Makes me think super specially defensive. Interesting. But anyways, we're going to see a Fire Punch come out on the prediction into the Klefki. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play. And Klefki is not going to appreciate this hit. I'm not going to appreciate a Hyperspace Fury or just another Fire Punch, and down goes the Klefki. So Lucas has a very free endgame with Mega Diancie, which is kind of crazy, but let's see if Pez can kind of bring this back. We're going to see Gliscor come in on the Landorus. We see a knockoff come out here. We don't see a knockoff. So that's pretty big. If we saw a knockoff there getting rid of the Poison Toxic Orb, that would have been huge. But we're going to see that there is a Toxic Orb, and we get a Porygon Z with a +1 boost in special attack, which is nuts. I imagine we're going to see an Ice Beam here as we go for Tri-Attack instead. If that is the best way you have to hit the Gliscor, it's not going to do enough. Regardless, we're going to see a Tri-Attack come out. 68%, it's a good chunk, but it's not enough. We see an Earthquake come out doing not even half. So if Pez like EV'd for that, great, good on him. But we're going to see a switch out into the Mega Diancie here, as I imagine maybe an Agility comes out. Nope, no Agility, just a Tri-Attack doing a shit ton damage and burns the Mega Diancie. So that Diancie has a physical move like Diamond Storm, that's going to hurt. Regardless, I imagine we're going to see a Moonblast here. No drop from Intimidate, which is nice. Mega Evolve, and then Moonblast is free, right? Moonblast is free. That is Assault Vest, and that is especially defensive as hell. That is a check. That is a, oh, crit there. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Here, we're going to see an Earthquake, I imagine. No, a U-turn. Oh, the U-turn comes out. The over-prediction. So having the Mega Diancie around to stay is beautiful, but he goes into the Raikou here, which I imagine Lucas can't risk the Scald, right? You can't risk the Scald here. You try to risk it, and the Scald comes out, and it KOs the Gliscor. Boom. What a perfect turn for Pez. Ends up getting rid of the Gliscor, the only electric immunity, and he has a full health Raikou in the back. But the problem is, he has no answer. No answer to this Hoopa right now. None. So what is he going to go for? Hyperspace Fury, getting rid of the Landorus here. That's great for him. Getting rid of potential Scarfed Mon. Again, I don't think it was Scarfed based on the damage that Moonblast did, unless it was a very, I guess, bulky Diancie. Regardless, Victini's going to come in, and we're going to see a U-turn on the Toxapex. Is it Rocky Helmet? It is Rocky Helmet. So he's prepared for the Urshifu that way. But Raikou comes in, and Raikou can just click buttons. Thunderbolt to anyone? Baneful Bunker. Does it go for Calm Mind here? Okay. If the Raikou had gone for Calm Mind, I would have lost my shit. But we're going to see a Thunderbolt come out. 76% to Toxapex. Wow. Knock off, get rid of a Expert Belt. That's going to do a lot less damage now. But again, he has no switching. If I'm him, I go hard into the Hoopa here. Yes, I know you have a Hoopa. I know you have Volt Switch or whatever, but I would go hard to Hoopa. Yeah, as he does. Toxapex is just too important for the rest of the team. It does a really good job handling a lot of other things, like the Victini if it's physical, like the paralysis on the Thunderbolt. Does it get fully paralyzed? Oh, he misses the Gunk Shot. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think it would have mattered, to be honest, but he wouldn't have KO'd, but it would have put this thing in range of a lot of different things. But does he go into like a Scarf Dracovish here? Well, he went to Dracovish, so I imagine it's Scarfed. We're going to see him go as a Root. Is this the defensive check for Dracovish? Fish's Rend, 34%. Not bad. Do we see a Leech Life here, maybe? Do we see a Leech Life? We see a switch out into Zapdos. Do we see a U-turn here, maybe? We see a Power Whip doing 26%, not bad at all. I just go for U-turn here if I'm Lucas. You need to have U-turn on this set. You have to. There's completely free. There's no reason not to do it. So U-turn's going to come out, right? Yep, U-turn 50%. Oh, that's crazy. Dracovish, Scarfed, again, just constant. This switching in and out. Getting the Fish's Rend off, killing the Raikou, massive. That's huge. Going to be really tough now if that Porygon Z doesn't have access to Thunderbolt or Psychic to deal with the Toxapex, but in comes the Toxapex, that aforementioned Toxapex on the Power Whip. 30% is actually solid damage, but we're going to see here, if this Zarude wants to get rid of this Toxapex, it's going to have to potentially be poisoned and potentially be taking more chip. But no, we're going to see here a knockoff come out and get rid of the specs on the Victini, so it's especially offensive. Great. Now killed the Toxapex, which is nice. Again, at this point, once you reveal that you're special, there's no reason to keep Toxapex around. None. Toxapex did nothing for you. But we're going to see an Earth Power come out here, KOing the Victini. At this point left, 3-2, close game here. Is Diancie going to pull it out? Is Diancie going to pull it out? Well, Porygon Z comes in, gets the attack boost. Not what you want to see if you're Pez. But we're going to see a Tri-Attack come out. It gets the KO on the Diancie. Again, this thing is Scarfed now. We know 100% it is Scarfed. Is it a Scarfed Zapdos? By that, I'd say it is. No, it's not. Oh. Okay. I'm pausing this. I'm looking up Zapdos's stats. Let's try and find Zapdos. So Cerebi. Let's see. Zapdos, the Roadrunner version, has stats of... Okay, it's even. So it's 90 and 90. Because I was gonna say, if Zapdos has, because I knew that regular Zapdos is 90 and 85 and 90. So I thought Galarian Zapdos would be inverted, where it has 90 defense, 85 special defense. So if I'm Pez, what I would do is if that was the case, I would switch out of Porygon Z, go into Zarude, sack it off, and then go back into Porygon Z, get the special attack boost. I think honestly, even based on the situation that he was in, I think that was his only play. The fact that you know he's Scarfed, you have to go for that. You have to try and get the special attack boost. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, oh well. But we're going to see here, that goes down. I mean, does This should outspeed, actually. Oh my god, this is going to outspeed. It doesn't outspeed. Never mind. Never mind. Lukas is the champion of the champions. Never mind me. It was defensive anyway, so it ends up being Lukas being the ultimate champion, the winner of Division 1 and the winner of the Champion v Champion battle. Shout out to both these players, guys. They just did phenomenal stuff, getting to the finals of both their leagues, winning both their leagues, doing a ton of work. Well done to them. Lukas being the champion of the champion battle. Congrats. Pez, still phenomenal run. Great team you had. Definitely deserving of the champion position. Lucas's team, very scary. Too many big threats just to overcome. Like, look at the team. He has a team full of monsters. Like, even then, one of like Dracovish is like the 5th scariest Pokemon on his team, which is nuts. Like, it's crazy. But again, his team is just so good. A very strong team. Pez, again, you as well. Guys, again, I want to thank you guys for watching the Ocean League. This is going to be the last one officially. No more going next week. I still got to work on some things. I just had my APA playoff battle go up, so that's going to be not go up, but I played it like just now before I recorded this. So make sure to come back on Saturday for that video. Of course, you're going to see it's a good one. It's a good one. So you guys are going to want to come back and take a look at that one. But regardless, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, leave a like, comment, subscribe, answer the secret word of the day. I got to find a secret word of the day now. Oh my God, what am I doing? We're going to say secret word of the day is going to be fish, okay? Just fish. What is your favorite kind of fish? Do you eat fish? Do you enjoy fish? Do you like sushi? Sushi's pretty good. I like sushi. But regardless, let me know down in the comments. Make sure to say fish down below so I know you're real MVP. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And as always, I will see you guys next time.